Hey, good morning. What's up, Internet? I'm Christiane Cordero, and this is the 734 from WCCO. We know most of you are about to head out the door, maybe get to work, so let's get you started. First things first, with today's weather. Welcome to winter. It is not quite winter, I guess, but it feels like it's in the 20s right now. Definitely coat weather, definitely glove or mitten weather, and later today we're expecting to see a little bit of sunshine, but the temperature, as you can see, is not going to climb a whole lot. To 37 degrees later this afternoon for your evening commute, so bundle up and maybe bring something warm for you to drink. All right, now let's talk about this. Minnesota sports, so hot right now. The Vikings have won 4 in a row. The Gopher football team is 8-0, ranked 13th in the country. And the Timberwolves have started the season 3-0. That is their best start in 6 years. They beat Miami in the home opener last night. Wiggins came in clutch. So we're asking a question that is often really hard to answer. How are you loyal Minnesota fans feeling right now? This is a really happy time, right? Is one team winning your heart at the moment? Are you cautiously optimistic that they'll do well in the postseason, or is it entirely too early to tell and to invest all of your emotions into one very long season? I expect these Timberwolves are going to go 82-0. How about you? What do you think? Those watching on Facebook, leave a comment right here. We'll get through a few of those in a moment. I was totally kidding. It's fine. A new wildfire erupted in Southern California overnight. This is the Getty fire that sparked just outside of Los Angeles. It's up on a hillside that's next to the 405 freeway, which has been closed. This is causing even more evacuations, including basketball star LeBron James, who tweeted, "The fires are no joke." So far, more than 200,000 people in California have been evacuated due to fires and smoke. Up the 5 freeway in Northern California, the Kincaid fire doubled in size yesterday. Millions of people are on track to have their power restored later this morning, but Pacific Gas and Electric warned it might cut power again tomorrow. Another round of strong winds threatened to damage the power lines and spark fires. The United States made a big step in the fight against ISIS. President Donald Trump announced a key leader of the terror group died this weekend.
He died like a dog. He died like a coward. He died after running into a dead-end tunnel, whimpering and crying and screaming all the way.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi died in his compound in northwestern Syria on Saturday. The president sent U.S. Special Forces raid targeted the leader and led to his death by suicide. The team was able to collect highly sensitive information containing future plans for ISIS. It appears Brexit could be delayed until next year. This morning, the European Union agreed to extend the deadline to January 31st of next year. Brexit was supposed to happen by this Thursday. The delay must still be formalized. It will be cut short if Boris Johnson passes his exit deal before then. Minnesota Vikings player faces criminal charges accused of driving drunk and having a loaded gun. The State Patrol pulled Jaron Kearse over early Sunday morning after seeing him driving around a barricade on Interstate 94 at Cedar Avenue. Kearse had a .01 blood alcohol concentration. The trooper says he did not have a permit to have a loaded gun with him. He posted bond later in the day. Kearse could face a penalty of up to 90 days in jail and a fine for the DWI. At the Minnesota State Capitol today, House DFL lawmakers plan to introduce a comprehensive plan to prevent youth tobacco use. The number of young Minnesotans using tobacco has risen due to a surge in e-cigarette use. A recent state survey shows more than 1 in 4 high school juniors vape regularly, but last week students at Hopkins High School told Governor Walz that number seems way too low. Crews will start installing a new street sign around popular Minneapolis Lake today. We got a look at the new street signs that will surround Bede-Makaska, formerly known as Lake Calhoun. In August, the Minneapolis Park Board voted to change the name of the streets surrounding the lake. Early voting continues in St. Paul over how the city deals with its garbage. Those living in the city could vote out a new system to pick up trash. The city says property taxes will go up if that happens. Early voting is underway ahead of the actual vote, which is on November 5th. More voting locations are set to open tomorrow. A gender reveal party took a deadly turn in Iowa this weekend. Police say a woman died during a family celebration in Knoxville on Saturday. Officials say an explosion caused a flying piece of debris to hit the 56-year-old woman. The sheriff plans to release more information on that this morning. Check out this crash caught on camera in Michigan. This driver is behind bars after he drove his truck into a gas station. Wow. The clerk told police the driver bought beer from the gas station and opened one before getting into his truck. Then he removed his license plate before running from the scene. Later, he told police he was trying to test out his new tires, but lost control. He also admitted he had been drinking. Michigan's largest airport is testing a new program. It's letting visitors without tickets pass through security. This is at Detroit Metro Airport. The change means someone can meet passengers at the gate or spend a few extra moments with loved ones prior to boarding. There are some restrictions. Only 75 visitor passes will be given each day. People also have to register online a day before the visit. Dozens of tiny gals and ghosts will invade 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue today. The president and first lady are hosting Halloween at the White House. First couple will be handing out commemorative candy. That's very fun. Some agencies, including NASA and the Department of Agriculture, will have displays and activities for kids. Okay, back to today's talker. How are you diehard Minnesota fans feeling? The Vikes, the Timberwolves, the Gophers, they're all doing pretty well right now. We're not going to talk about the Wild. We'll get to that later, right? Jonathan, how are you?
I don't know. Becca says don't forget the Wild. She says they're doing okay.
They're doing okay. They're under 500 right now, Becca. We can do better.
Yeah, but Suzanne and Pamela, they're just like feeling the good vibes. They are wishing the best to all the Minnesota teams and just feeling good about where we're at right now.
So encouraging.
Bo says that the Vikings, they just need to keep working as a team, and then their future looks bright.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a lot of... No one's saying there's going to be any titles coming in Minnesota.
Okay, well, it's early on, right? You don't want to... We've been heartbroken before, so I guess that's a fair take.
Yeah, I think there's just this collective sense that we should just enjoy this moment of everybody winning.
Sure. I mean, yeah, the Wolves are doing so well right now. I know that there was a lot of heat heading into the season that they were going to perform under 500, but 3-0 is a solid start. It's entirely too early in an 82-game season to talk even remotely about postseason, but got to enjoy the moment while it's here. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate you. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO. When most of the Twin Cities are on the go, so why not make us your place for mobile news? We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34. And until then, be nice to each other out on the internet.